welcome to the Spoonie channel where you're unfiltered, unafraid, and pain recognizes pain. And clearly, we're not vain. So, I actually had to change the angle of my camera setup to get this cone head in frame. I really did. What's going on is, I am having an ambulatory EEG. That is them measuring my brainwaves. If you watched my video, Stroke, Seizures, Amnesia, Oh My, and if you haven't, I'll leave a card and I'll link it down in the description box. I have a problem with seizures, grand mal seizures, as well as a stroke. So I am now doing a 48-hour EEG so they can try to figure out what's going on. Now, we are styling because underneath here, first of all, she called me to do the EEG and said, you need a button-down shirt. Makes total sense because, I mean, once I show you what's going on here, either way, I looked through my closet, I looked through my dresser. Guess who doesn't wear button-down shirts? This girl. I had zero. So I had to go to Walmart, who also did not have button-down shirts. So I'm in pajamas. See? Those little striped pajamas. I'm not going too low because I also don't have a bra on, and I don't really want you to see that. I also am keeping this little cardigan thing closed with a hair clip because I'm just that basic bitch. So, that's where we are. So, I have to be quick about this because I can't get my head warm and I got some lights on me. But let's talk about the process. I went into my neurologist's office and met with the EEG tech, and she sat me down, and the entire process took an hour. She measured my head, she marked it all out, and then she started hooking the electrodes. Now, any rational person is going to know that it's going to be a bitch to get this stuff out of my hair. If nothing else, the fact that they have to stick to your head for 48 hours, not 24, 48 hours, and I had them put on at 7:30 on Tuesday and they don't come off till 9 o'clock on Thursday. So that tells you how stuck on they are. But the fact that she had to turn on a ventilation system to the room so that we didn't both pass out from this glue, and she basically had to hold this like blowtorch heater to set the glue, it just tells you that I am going to have such a fun time on Thursday getting this out of my hair. But, so she puts it all on, okay, and and it all connects to this big lead back here. And that big lead comes to, excuse me, my fanny pack. Okay, I got a fanny pack here. It's got a button on the top. This button is what I press if I have an event. Most of the time I don't know I'm having events, so this is around me 24/7, all day, all night. That leads to, and here's my cord. Once again, this reminds me of Peter Mon, the drama, House of Drama phone. Ding-ding-dong. No, this attaches to basically a 15-pound video camera, and I don't have it in here with me because I plug it in when I'm at idle, but I'll insert pictures here, so you can see. So I am plugged in, so not only are they reading all of my brain waves through here, they're seeing me. They want to see my eye movements, they want to see my muscle movements, they want to see any sagging in my face or my eyes, things that I might not notice, especially since I'm home alone. So that is sitting on my wheelchair, and I wheel it. When I want to sit in the bedroom, I wheel it into the bedroom, and then I position it and I lay it out. You have to plug it into the wall, you have to plug yourself into the jack, and then you're watching yourself, and it looks like the Blair Witch Project. And then when I'm ready to go sit in my chair in the living room, I unplug the unit, I unplug myself, and we move to the living room. This sucks. The only way to describe it is, first of all, it's heavy. It's heavy. I have such a headache simply from wearing it. It feels like it's pulling. I mean, it is taped down. Oh, I also forgot to show you, you have leads that go here as well. One here and one there. Ooh. My clip just came off. So you basically, it's so tight and it's so itchy. It's like having lice and not being able to scratch. And they're like, if you get an itch, just tap. FYI, there's so much padding here. If I tap, I'm tapping gauze. I'm not getting to my cranium. No, people. But it is just, and then this cap, I have to tell you, because otherwise, it's just gauze. And you look like you've just had brain surgery. But the sweet, sweet, sweet EEG tech bought from her own pocket these surgical caps for people so that they felt a little bit more comfortable walking around for 2 full days like this. And trust me, I know that this is like a 1% better look, but I'm digging it. I'm okay with it. So I've just been hauling this around, and the weirdest part is that you have to have it on at nighttime. So you plug it in, you point it at yourself, and just so you know, I'm kind of used to sleeping with nothing on, so wearing clothes, that was a problem to begin with. But then you have it pointed at you, and it's got night vision, which is great, but then it has a screen. The screen's like this big. Like I said, I put pictures up, and it's bright as a mofo. And it's right by your face because they just want to see how you're moving. So I ended up throwing like an old pillowcase over it just to kind of, I don't need to see myself. I didn't throw it over the camera. I threw it over the video screen because it was like a UFO was landing beside my bed. And so you have the fanny pack, which is also just miserable. It's heavy and it's hanging around your waist. And I gotta tell you, one of the hardest things is, so in the middle of the night, you're sleepy, right? You're tired. You find this and you're like, okay, disconnect. And what I do is I've been tossing it around my neck, right, to get it out of the way. My biggest fear is I am going to go to the bathroom and this thing is going to fall in the toilet. I just know it is. It's coming. I have an extra one. She sent me an extra one. But I don't want to have to go back and tell her I had to use the extra cord because I dropped your first one in my toilet. I'm an adult. This should not happen. But when you are so tired and you're in so much pain and you're just trying to get to the bathroom and you're disconnecting and you know when you look like Yoda because you're trying to stay sleepy and you go to the bathroom, it's going to plop in there. If it didn't happen last night, it's going to happen tonight. Mark my words. Okay, so, and not only do you have all that to do, but you also get your paperwork, your patient log. This is where you have to, they give you times, right? Times of the day. And you have to write everything that you've done, every medication that you take, so that they can document if you've had any kind of weird or odd spikes. So, I mean, trust me, this is a lot of sat in chair and watch TV, sat in chair and watch TV, took a pain pill, sat in chair and watch TV. Seriously. And then, one of the funniest things, okay, so she gives you a list of things you can't do. You can't do laundry. That creates static electricity. You can't, if you have carpet on the floor, on your floors, you can only walk across that carpet in your bare feet or rubber sole shoes. And you can't answer the phone and hold it up to your ear. No lithium batteries. And that is something that's very, very hard to snap out of. I had my first phone call with this today, and I answered the phone. Hello? Oh my God! And it was like that. Like, it touched my head, and I freaked out, and then I put it on speaker. And then and I'm not a hypochondriac, but I'm like, does it feel hot? Does it feel tingly? Did I ruin it? I mean, it was 2 seconds at the most, but either way. And this, by the way, This is not all the surgical cap. Like, I am touching the top of the gauze. It is up like this. And tape down over here. If anybody wanted a good look at what my piercings, here they are. There's my rook and my tragus, my conch, my helix. So there are my piercings. Yeah, that's it. I'm just waiting for it to be over. I feel like the amount of relief, this ambulatory EEG, the amount of relief I'm going to have when it finally comes off, and people have to go through this for 72 hours. That's the next one, and I really hope we don't get there. And my husband is going to be, he got sent to Ohio. Well, he's getting sent to Ohio for a month. So I'm going up with him. My in-laws are about an hour and a half away from Ohio, so I'm actually going to stay with them because I can't be alone. You know, these are issues where I can't be left alone in a house. So he's gonna kind of travel back and forth when he can, and I'm gonna be up there. So these results, I'm gonna have to get over the phone. I'm trying to be hopeful, but so far it's been a rough road. They can't figure it out. They come without warning. I've had regular EEGs where I go in for a couple of hours, they flashlight, they do this, but they don't, you know, gauze it all down, and they flash lights at me and they try to find spikes in my brain waves, and there has been nothing. We cannot figure it out. Like I said, my doctor thinks that there's an issue with inflammation, especially having an autoimmune inflammatory disease, but it's catching it. It's almost like one of our great friends had a heart problem, a heart murmur, and he ended up in the ICU for weeks. And his GP is an amazing, fantastic GP. But if you go in and your heart is beating normally when he listens to it, there's no way they're going to know there's a murmur. Or if you bring your car into the mechanic and you're going, it's making this noise, but it doesn't make that noise when your mechanic drives it, they're not going to know what it is. So we're kind of in that place right now. We're trying to catch something happening. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update, tell you how long it was, tell you how it feels. Sleeping is a pain. You're flipping this fanny pack from side to side, and you're trying to get comfy on this. It's a challenge. But all in all, if it provides answers, which, like I said, I'm trying to stay hopeful, the pessimistic part of me goes, they haven't found it yet, they're not going to find it this time, but the optimist who knows that you have to have positivity to keep your body as healthy as possible is saying, we're going to figure it out. So that's where we are, and when I get this business off, I'll tell you how it goes. We might have one video a week for a while because we have to drive up, so I might vlog, you know, driving up and everything, but yeah, this is where we are. We're a little cone-headed. I've got my leads, my wires, my fanny pack, my video. I'm ready to go. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Shoo-lam-a-ling-dim-a-ding-ding-ding-dong. House of Illness phone. I love Peter Mon. Alright, I gotta go. As always, pain recognizes pain, and I see you. Always. I love you guys. Mwah.